Right now, you feel like you're sitting perfectly still, but that is the greatest illusion your senses have ever played on you. As you watch this, you are standing on a massive rock spinning at 1,000 miles per hour. That rock is hurtling around a star at 67,000 miles per hour, and that star is racing through a galaxy at 500,000 miles per hour. You are a passenger on a cosmic carousel that never stops. But have you ever stopped to ask, why? Why does every single thing in this universe, from the invisible atom to the giant galaxy, have an obsession with spinning? And more importantly, what terrifying thing happens if it all just stops? Imagine pouring a cup of coffee on a jet plane traveling at 500 miles per hour. The liquid doesn't fly to the back of the cabin, it flows perfectly into your cup. Why? Because of inertia. Isaac Newton's first law tells us that you, the coffee, and the air inside that plane are all moving together as one system. The Earth is our cosmic plane. Because its rotation is so smooth and constant, our inner ears, evolved to detect sudden changes like a stumble or a jump, are completely blind to it. But just because you can't feel it doesn't mean it isn't shaping your reality. In 1851, Leon Foucault proved this without ever looking at the stars. He used a simple pendulum. As it swung, the floor beneath it slowly twisted. It wasn't the pendulum turning, it was the Earth itself rotating under the weight of the universe. Imagine a fast motion sequence of a Foucault pendulum shifting its path over hours. But the Earth's spin isn't just a fun physics fact, it is the only thing standing between us and a world of fire and ice. If this rotation skipped even a single beat, the consequences would be biblical. To understand why everything spins, we have to travel back 13.8 billion years. In the first microseconds of the Big Bang, the universe wasn't a perfect, smooth expansion. It was chaotic. This is where symmetry breaking comes in. If the universe had been perfectly balanced, nothing would have ever moved. No stars, no life, just stillness. But a tiny imperfection, a crack in the symmetry, gave matter the nudge it needed. As massive clouds of gas and dust collapsed into stars and planets, a law of physics called conservation of angular momentum took over. Think of a figure skater. When she pulls her arms in, she spins faster. The universe did the same. As massive clouds of gas collapsed into stars and planets, they pulled their arms in, turning a slow drift into a violent, eternal spin. This is why every planet in our solar system inherited its rotation from the sun's birth. It's a fossilized trace of a 4-billion-year-old whirlpool. As we look further out at distant galaxies, we find something that shouldn't be possible. Astronomer Vera Rubin noticed in the 1970s that galaxies were spinning way too fast. Based on the visible stars we can see, the outer edges of the Milky Way should be flying off into deep space, like mud flung from a tire. Something invisible is holding them together. We call it dark matter. It acts as a cosmic glue, an invisible scaffolding that outweighs everything we can see by 5 to 1. Without this dark rotation, galaxies would unravel, and the stars would be lost to the void. But spin doesn't just hold things together. At its most extreme, rotation can do the impossible. It can actually bend the flow of time itself. In 2004, NASA launched Gravity Probe B to test one of Einstein's strangest predictions, frame dragging. Einstein argued that a spinning mass doesn't just sit in space, it drags space-time around with it, like a spoon steering honey. Near a rotating black hole, a Kerr black hole, this effect is so violent that space itself is whipped into a frenzy. In a region called the ergosphere, you couldn't stay still even if you had the most powerful engines in the universe. You are forced to rotate with the black hole. In these places, time stretches. A minute near the center could be a century elsewhere. Rotation isn't just motion, it's a distortion of reality. Does the spin of the universe decide who you are? Look at your DNA. It's a right-handed spiral. Look at the amino acids in your cells. They are all left-handed. This bias, called chirality, is found in all life on Earth. Why? Some scientists believe it traces back to the polarized light of ancient spinning stars. Billions of years ago, the rotation of the cosmos might have imprinted a preferred direction onto the molecules of life. We aren't just made of star stuff, we are made of the spin of those stars. We are living proof of a universe that refuses to stand still, from the quantum spin of the electrons in your brain to the grand rotation of the Milky Way. The cosmic dance is what keeps us alive. But what do you think? If the universe has a preferred direction of spin, does it mean we were always meant to exist? Or is it all just a beautiful accident of physics? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one. And if this journey through the spinning heart of everything gave you a moment of wonder, a gentle like or a tap on subscribe would mean the world to me. It keeps this tiny universe alive. Until next time, keep looking up. The world is turning, and so are you.